Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is a tarot review, I believe. This is of the Prime Muse. It's got the Prime Muse double major, and I saw this thanks to one of the YouTubers that I watch, 303 Princess. I have her link to her YouTube channel in the description box below. You should check her out. I love her. 303 High Priestess, that's what it is. Anyway, it is the double major tarot deck. Finally, the Fool Falls Off the Cliff. Published by Golden Age. Let me read the back of it here. A double major tarot deck consists of a total of 76 major cards, 22 secondary major cards, 16 original court cards, and 16 secondary court cards. A Korean English guidebook is included. Check out the new features of each card right now. You would get much better inspiration. So what this deck is, it's like the mirror image of our regular Rider-Waite deck, right? Let me see if it has a better explanation than I can say. Let's see. Let's see. We know what the Fool. Okay. Well, I can't read any of that language. I'm not multilingual like many people are. I have to get to the English part. So there's an original and a second. Okay. Card manual in English. Woohoo! Okay. So, I'll read the second. The original, we already pretty much know, right? So I'll read the second in the double major. It's got gold gilding. Let's do a quick measurement. Other way. It's almost 5 inches or 12 centimeters approximately by about 3 inches or 7 centimeters approximately. Y'all have met me now, and you know I can't measure things, so it's one of the cruxes of my life, I think. So we will unwrap this. I have a new stand for my camera, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. It keeps falling over, but we're working with it because I put my other stand to use. Okay, so here we go with the back. They feel nice. They're thick, but they're not too thick. They're quite bendable. Lovely. We like that. Little introduction here. And then let's just get a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer here. So here we have the Fool and the second Fool. This might be hysterical. I don't know. Let's find out. Second Fool. The clown had no idea what will going to happen until it really comes true. Okay, so this was probably written in Korean first and then translated into English, because that just doesn't, that sentence doesn't make sense. The clown had no idea what will going to happen until it really comes true. Maybe what was going to happen until it really came true. There is a deep river flowing under the cliff, and he missed his step and fell into the water. Fortunately, he does not seem to be seriously injured. It is this moment when the first step of his dream ends in failure. Escaping the current situation is the order of priority above all, let alone the plans of what to do to overcome this difficulty. To survive without drowning is the only important thing, and he does not have time to think about anything else. Every people will feel the same when they face an unexpected crisis in every moment of their lives. On the other hand, the cat looking down on the cliff is relaxed, as if it expected this to happen. Okay, so we have the Magician and the second Magician. And the second Magician is, the Magician is dozing off in a chair. Maybe he could not win the boredom while waiting for someone. In the decoration cabinet, the 4 elements are displayed as if they want to be sold to someone. The Magician looks like a lazy person because he has a reed in his mouth and rests his chin on his hand on the table. People who pursue a perfection in everything also feel tired and sometimes show an unexpected attitude. On the other side of the created plausible image, there is boredom of ordinary life. Also, it would be really boring experience to get disappointed in one's ideal type that he or she believed and followed before. Yeah, it's definitely written in Korean originally and translated into English. Okay, here is the High Priestess. And the second High Priestess, looking behind that curtain. Let's see. The High Priestess rose up from her seat, and now she is pulling back the hanging curtain after taking the crown off. There was a wide... Sorry about that, I had to pause for a second to sneeze. These allergies, I'm telling you. Let's see. There was a wide sea behind it, but she could not notice it because the curtain was hiding the view. The chair which she was sitting in is cracked, and the secret scroll she was holding is rolling down from that chair. Nothing matters to her now. She abandoned the authority symbolized within the crown and the image other people see her as well. The crescent moon at the foot of the High Priestess is also disappeared. She is now focusing on identifying herself and trying to make a change rather than concentrating on the consequences of anything she will do. Let's see, of anything she will do. It would be a journey to leave the things which existed theoretical and to find out actual things herself. Huh. Okay. So here we go. I'm having a hard time reading this, this guidebook. So here we go with the Empress and the second Empress. Let's just take a look at both of them side by side. Okay. So the Empress is putting down her baton and patting the leopard while enjoying her own time. Her territory is still rich and peaceful, so it would be fine to take a rest for a moment. The leopard has the best skill of hunting among a lot of animals and also has beautiful figure. So it deserves to be the Empress's companion. I think they meant to say companion. This scene can be considered that the Empress has the ability of taming such predator or even people who have personalities like the leopard. The Empress is not just rich and beautiful queen, but a powerful ruler who owns a true strength that can keep a beast-like retainer at her side. Okay. Here we go with the Emperor. Gilding. Okay. And the second Emperor. The Emperor who rose up from the throne is crossing his arms and staring at the opponent in front of him. He looks disapproved, but his eyes are wild to keep an eye on a situation. It is unclear whether the situation will be a benefit or loss to his empire. Maybe the Emperor has folded his arms to hide his real intention deeply because someone had approached to make a negotiation. The opponent will be also a tough person. It could be a situation in which the Emperor was frightened or something he was worried about finally happened and had to be solved. Even if there are numerous retainers, the great responsibility is felt because he should make the final decision alone. And here's the Hierophant and the second Hierophant. It is after dark and the Hierophant is still sitting alone in a chair. The people who were caring for him disappeared. And only the circlets of flowers they wore are on the floor. They seem to have broken their duties and left. The Hierophant is absorbed in thoughts for a while. Tired of the situation, he looks so exhausted that he closes his eyes and rolls the rosary in his hand while thinking carefully about the answer. Even the Hierophant, who once owned the highest authority in the world, is in trouble alone, and he is currently at a loss. Of course, he will make a breakthrough and overcome the problem, but who can give him an advice for now? Because he is the foremost authority, he is not used to taking others' advice. Okay. So this is the Lovers. I might stop reading these descriptions if I am continuing to have problems understanding them. And the second Lovers. The Lovers found their settlement and began to plant crops and raise livestock. Their love has become stronger, and the sun is still shining above them, who are now dressed, promising a bright future. The lovers will grow their love more and more while working diligently and relying on each other. The age of mythical is over now, and a new journey is beginning as the reality unfolds in front of them. It is uncertain what is going to happen in the future, but the full of hope and good luck will exist to the young couple. They will overcome the problem with each other's love, even if a hardship comes. Okay. So here's the Chariot. Okay. The second Chariot. There is a long way to go, but the lion fell asleep. The knight feels puzzled and tries to deal with the situation, but it seems virtually impossible to wake the predator up. This is the moment of failure, even though the destination is almost in front of them. Sometimes people have to miss the goal even though they can see it right in front of them. It includes the cases such as a person who used to work as their hands and feet does not listen their directions anymore, or a method they used for a long time was actually beyond their control. The knight took the wreath off and held it in one hand. He is reflecting deeply on what happened on him. He regrets that he has been running too far, only looking forward. Choosing the wrong partner is partly the reason of this situation. Okay. So I'm going to stop reading this booklet right here because I can tell that it definitely does not make any sense. It was translated probably from Korean, since it was the first part of the book was written in Korean, and it's just not making any sense. So this deck loses a star for that. But we will look at the rest of the cards. So we have Strength and the second Strength. Well, that's something, right? I think these are really gorgeous cards, even if I can't understand the words in the guidebook. So here's the Hermit and the second Hermit. I think it's a really a great idea to have like the other side of the image. You know what I mean? So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the second Wheel of Fortune, which is not very fortunate at all. Looks like arguments, yes. Justice and Justice. I really like these images. They're not like overly saturated with colors, and they look vintage, right? So we have the Hanged Man and then the second Hanged Man. We have Death and the second Death. We have Temperance and the second Temperance. The Devil and the second Devil. Looks like the inmates took over the asylum kind of situation, right? We have the tower and the second tower. Oh, someone holding it up. I see. This is a lovely deck. The star and the second star. Interesting. The moon and the second moon where it's cloudy and there's no dogs, huh? Okay, we have the sun and the second sun. Oh, he's grown up, yes. We have judgment and the second judgment. And the world and the second world. Interesting. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Oh, the fish is gone. Oh, right there, right? We have the Knight of Cups and the second Knight of Cups. It looks like they only have majors and the court cards, right? We have the Queen of Cups and the second Queen of Cups. The King of Cups and the second King of Cups. Oh, he looks like he's in despair. We have the Page of Wands and the second Page of Wands, ready for battle, right? We have the Knight of Wands and the second Knight of Wands. Lost his horse, fell off his pony. The Queen of Wands and the second Queen of Wands tending to her garden. We have the King of Wands and the second King of Wands. The Page of Swords and the second Page of Swords. Those birds did not like his new message, did they? The Knight of Swords and the second Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords. This will be interesting. The second Queen of Swords. Interesting. We have the King of Swords and the second King of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles and the second Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the second Knight of Pentacles. Looks like he's a bucking bronco, right? Queen of Pentacles. Second Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. And finally, the King of Pentacles and the second King of Pentacles. How very, very interesting is this deck? We have no minor cards, right? They're all major cards and the court cards. No minor numbers, no aces, which is interesting. But these cards really have a nice feel to them. They feel like they would shuffle very nicely. I think that this would be a great deck to use in a reading for like overall advice, or, you know, because this is a lot like a trump deck, right? And we all know that a trump deck is just the major arcana. Only this has all of the court cards in it from all the suits. That would be the difference. But very interesting deck indeed. Although I did not gel well with the guidebook. I have a hard time reading anyway. You all know that. And reading something that's been translated into English, it's not grammatically correct. I mean, I already have problems understanding the one language I know. So, interesting deck. I wish that the guidebook was a little more grammatically correct so that I could read it better and understand it in English, but I'm sure that it's written very well in Korean. Other than that, if this deck sings to you, I do have a link, an affiliate link in the description box below that will take you right to where I purchased this deck. Other than that, if you have a deck that you would like for me to review, make sure to put it in the comment section below, and I'll see what I could do about getting it and reviewing it. Other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.